This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and today we're here with Mike Fuentes and Vic Fuentes of Pierce the Veil in the parking lot of Chain Reaction. How you guys doing today?
Good. It's a good day.
How's the tour been so far? You've been doing it with Chiodos, right?
Yeah, it's all our friends. It's just one big hangout session, so it's awesome.
Pierce the Veil get together.
Basically, my brother and I just started. We were in a band before this on Equal Vision Records, and then that band broke up, and then Mike and I just kept writing, and we made a new album, and then after that we found new guys to tour with, and we just formed a new band, and we're finally touring after like 2 years of writing, recording, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and this is like finally what we've been waiting for.
And Mike, how did you guys get the name Pierce the Veil?
Vic actually found it.
Yeah,
when he was studying college. There's a whole story
I was in a sociology class, and to pierce the veil was to go to like directly to the heart of a problem and then completely cut it out. That meant to pierce the veil. And there was also some religious meanings to it, like to pierce the veil could also mean to go from one life to the next life. And I don't know, it's got a lot of different meanings.
Was there a music scene in San Diego when you guys were coming up?
San Diego's always had a really good music scene. I grew up just going to punk rock shows at the old Soma my whole life, so it's always been fun.
What was it like to record a Flair for the Dramatic in Seattle, Washington with Casey Bates?
It was an awesome experience. We spent about almost 2 months there.
Yeah, 2 months.
And just lived there in the studio, basically, and just worked every day as hard as we could, and Casey Bates just took care of us. And
yeah, we just drove our RV like to his driveway and lived in his driveway for like 2 months, and then just and we stayed at his house. His like a home studio, and it was in Seattle, and it was awesome. That's my favorite city, so it was cool to be there for a couple months and work and stuff. It was cool.
What was the nightlife like there?
Mike would know more because he.
You're the nightlife guy.
Well, when we did the record, my part was first, so I basically had a lot of downtime, and it was cool.
Your new album, A Flair for the Dramatic.
Flair for the Dramatic was just I think it kind of just describes the music a little bit in the record. All the music's very like diverse and kind of dramatic-ish, I guess you could say, and then it kind of went along with the album artwork as well, kind of a little relationship drama thing that was going on, so it just kind of fit. I think it felt right.
Chemical Kids and Mechanical Brides, what inspired that song?
Almost all these songs are very relationship driven, just some experiences throughout the last couple years that I had, and as far as the lyrics went, I don't know, music wise, I don't know, Mike and I just work on songs over a long course of time. Sometimes it takes months and months to write these songs. That song, I think, in particular, took a long time. Lots of different pieces. It's just kind of a name for me and a girl. I don't know,
okay.
You know, just the guy and the girl, you know.
Falling asleep on a stranger.
Yeah.
Who did that happen to?
When you find yourself kind of in a relationship with someone that you really don't even know that well, that was kind of what that was about. I think a lot of people can relate to those kind of situations.
I'd rather die than be famous. Now, I know that's not true, but what inspired that?
That song is a little different from the rest of the record. It's just, I spent a lot of time actually in LA writing the album with some friends and stuff, and a lot of musicians, and it was just like discovering how difficult it can be to find really honest, like down-to-earth people, like, and I just met so many really stuck-up people who didn't care about you unless you were famous. And I don't treat
totally.
So that was basically what that was about, mixed in with a little bit of more relationship, random shit, but mainly that's what that was about.
At some point, you do have a level of success now in your life because you're living your dream, whether you're millionaires or not. You're living your dream. You're on the road. This is what it's all about right here, playing the music in front of people. You have fans. Does it ever worry you after that experience people are going to love you just because you're in a band? I mean, how are you going to define what's real and what's not real for both of you?
First off, all of our fans are just amazing. Like, they're all like so down to earth, and they just want to hang out and just, I don't know, take pictures and just ask us questions, and it's all so awesome everywhere we go. Like, they're just so nice to us.
I think as long as we don't change, and I don't think they're gonna really change, as long as we, you know, we're not gonna turn into rock stars ever. So it's just like, as long as we keep, you know, stay the way we are, I don't expect them to act any different. But, you know, as far as like friends and stuff, you know, I think we've all got our longtime friends, you know, that we've known for a long time, and those are the people that we'll know forever, and we're definitely looking to make more friends as well, so it'll be cool.
People in bands and in the entertainment business, a lot of times what they do is when they start becoming famous, they get rid of their old friends and they get new friends. And the thing is because their old friends tell them how it really is, and their new friends will just kiss their ass and tell them what they want to hear. So you don't think that's going to happen to you?
That's what I like about the old friends, is like, your true friends will never treat you like rock stars. They will treat you like you know, whatever.
Exactly,
like,
how they treated you when you were growing up with them.
Yeah, if anything, they'll make sure that you don't become rock stars and shoot you down as much as possible, which is awesome, which I like.
Tell me about the brother relationship here. You guys have always been close as brothers?
Yeah, people ask us like how we get along on the road, and like, we've never really had that brother like hate kind of like fight like relationship. We've always just been like friends, and now that we get to share the stage every night, it's a really cool experience.
For me, like, making our album, it was just, you know, just me and my brother making an album, and that made it just that much more special. And I think our connection is, you know, different from other people's, like, musically as well, because we both know each other so well that, you know, we know exactly what we can do, and what, you know, it's really easy to write together and play together. It's awesome.
You guys are very fortunate. Diamonds and Why Men Buy Them.
That was one of the first songs that we wrote for the new record. We actually wrote it while we still had the old guys in the band, actually. And you can notice like the difference. I think it's a lot faster. It's got, you know, like a punk rock beat in it, like really fast, and it's a really technical song. I don't know, that's kind of just where our head was at like a while ago.
Yeah, the song title's pretty self-explanatory.
Diamonds, you know, it's just that one was about just wanting closure in a relationship. Sometimes you just get these things in your head that you can't stop thinking about, and it's just because there was no end to them. So so that's what that one was about.
It sounds like you guys are trying to pierce the veil of bad relationships. It's just like, I want to get through this, for God's sakes. You're drowning in this, you know. But you're young enough to handle it, you know. Yeah. How did Pierce the Veil get his song featured in the Tony Hawk video game?
A lot of hard work. Our manager's pretty awesome, and just,
yeah.
I don't know if they came to us about it, or
no, it was our publishing company really came through and helped us out, and you know, that's like kind of something we really wanted to get into, is like getting placement and like random cool things like that. And like when we found out Tony Hawk was like the first thing they got for us, and like we like freaked out. It was awesome. So
that's cool.
That'll be really surreal to hear that.
How is Equal Vision Records treating you guys?
EVR's more of a family than a record label. Like, I'm sure you've heard that many times before, but I don't know, every time we see them, it's just, we don't even really want to talk business. It's just, we want to just get to know each other and how we're doing, how everyone's family's doing, and we try to leave the business out of it when we're with EVR. They're just so supportive of everything we do.
The label is basically, you know, compiled of a bunch of people, like, you know, basically a lot of like hardcore kids that formed a record label, and they're all like still in the scene and very much a part of you know, people's lives and stuff, and they stay connected with everybody. It's awesome.
Yeah, you hear so much crap about different labels, like how they treat their bands, and it's really sad to hear that. And we've never had a problem with EVR like in any situation, so they're awesome guys over there.
How does a Flair for the Dramatic differ from your last CD, A Celebration of an ending?
Pretty much a whole new band, I would like to say, because the style's different. Vic's vocals progressed immensely. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty much night and day with those two records.
The old band was definitely more, Southern California kind of punk fast, which is, kind of what we grew up on and really loved. And we really wanted to make that record how it was. I think, it took a lot of growing in so many different ways, like anywhere from, for the new record we found a producer. For the old record we didn't have a producer, we did it ourselves. And it was just a lot less organized as well. I don't know, you just learn so much, and then the next time around you do it better, and that's kind of how we feel about this record.
How far will this tour take you?
This run with Chiodos is actually only 2 more days, and then we go to the UK for a couple weeks, and we leave in 2 days.
That's amazing. You have friends there waiting for you?
Not really. It's our first time, so it's always been a dream to go to the UK and travel, anywhere with the band, and this is definitely going to be we're just going to enjoy the experience and see how it goes.
Living the dream. How has your touring relationship been with Chiodos so far?
Me and Vic actually met them right when Chiodos signed with EBR, so we've known the guys for a while, and they just basically blew up, and we all love them, and we're very fortunate that they took us out on this tour, and they're actually asking us to go out for another 2 weeks on their major market tour, so we're actually really pumped on that.
Yeah, this is definitely a tour that we've been really wanted to do, between the our band and their band, for 3 almost 4 years now, as long as we've known them, and finally we're in a situation where we can tour together, and so it's been really awesome.
Yeah.
So
they're the type of guys that they just like helping out bands, and because they were there just a local band trying to do their thing, and now they're helping us out, and it's pretty awesome.
I'm glad. What's next for Pierce the Veil?
After the UK, we do a week and a half or 2 weeks with Chiodos and Emery and Scary Kids, and right after that, I think we just confirmed a tour with From First to Last.
Yeah, we do about a month with From First to Last, and I think that's about it that's booked for right now. But
have you guys heard any of the new From First to Last stuff with the new singer? Or
no, actually, I don't know. We're really curious to check it out, and
I'm really curious that they can carry on without the kid. Yeah, without Sonny.
I don't know. I mean, from what I've heard, everything I heard about those guys is just really positive. From every band that I've ever met, they've always said that they're really nice guys. So that's really all I can hear about. We're just gonna be hanging with them for a month.
I just wonder how the music's gonna differ. And
yeah,
I mean, I read an article. They said now we can actually get back to doing more of what we originally. I mean, I guess that Sonny was kind of taking them in a direction that they weren't
really
super comfortable. I mean,
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about their band musically, but I just hear they're good dudes. So
Mike, Vic, Blairing Out with Eric Blair Show with Pierce the Veil, signing off.
The Blairing Out Show.